let's hop into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So before we do that, if you're watching this on the YouTube page, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, and leave a comment, like, share, all that good stuff. It definitely helps out the channel, and it's fun to get stuff going in the comments. So support in that way. But to kind of cap off our thoughts on the whole show, how did you feel about this season as a whole? You can even mention if you think there's going to be a season 2, and just overall, what were your feelings on the show?
I really enjoyed it. I think I like it a little bit more than WandaVision. But there definitely was, I think there were some drawbacks, but not big enough to really put a damper on it too much. I'd probably give it a total of like a 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I thought some of the plot points were really well done, especially with Isaiah. That whole plot point was just done great throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
That never had any drawbacks there. And I really liked one thing that I feel like some people are overlooking is the Winter Soldier. When Bucky goes back and his storyline of, still dealing with the effects of being a Winter Soldier, that was really touching and really good. And then obviously Sam's story, they did a really good job at doing, again, the main characters pertaining to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They did an amazing job with their story arcs. It's just with obviously the Flag Smashers, you get a little crumbly around there, and then with good old Sharon, you kind of like, But other than that, thought it was a really good season.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about a season 2. I know there's been talks about it. I think there could definitely be a season 2 for it. I know there's been talks of obviously Captain America 4, which is in the, like they were saying, that's in the works. And then I don't know if they're just gonna go ahead and branch out and start with the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers or something like that. If they're just gonna go into that rather than stick with a season 2, where they like, I don't know what if they're gonna do all that. I don't know what the need is for a season 2.
Right. Yeah. I think it'll be. So they've already announced Captain America 4. I'm kind of in the same camp as you. I think, and I loved how at the end they kind of changed the whole title screen to Captain America and the Winter, which I wanted to say Captain America and the White Wolf to show that like Bucky's moved past the Winter Soldier, and the White Wolf was obviously his Wakandan, the nickname they gave him in Wakanda. But I thought that would have been cool. But I think, now that they've announced Captain America 4, doing a season 2. Unless there's, and I don't know which one's going to come first. They haven't said, but unless there's like a lot more story to pick up on after Captain America 4, then I don't know if I want a season 2, just because I feel like what they would be doing in season 2 they should just do that in Captain America 4. I have heard some speculation. So next year we're supposed to be getting a show called Armored Wars about Rhodey, Don Cheadle's character, and apparently the plot synopsis for it basically says what happens when the government's weapons get in the hands of the wrong people. Well, that's obviously what's going on with Sharon. So I think that Sharon tease at the end of her getting access to everything, all of the resources of the government or whatever, as the power broker, I think that could lead to the conflict of Armored Wars. So it may not even necessarily be the main conflict in Captain America 4. It might be an Armored Wars thing that they were teasing. But who knows? We'll see how everything works out. But my kind of overall thoughts, I really, really enjoyed the show. I liked it a good bit more than WandaVision, just because I feel like WandaVision kind of dropped the ball in the last few episodes. But this show, I think, considering what it was, in that it wasn't built on intrigue the same way WandaVision was, it gave you the payoff you wanted within the story they were telling. And I think some of the side characters could have been stronger, but then some of the side characters were also used in very cool ways, like the way the Dora Milaje came in. I think they served a really cool purpose that worked for telling this story. The Flag Smashers were my only real downside. to be honest. And some of the Zemo stuff I feel like could have been stronger. I like the character. I just feel like there could have been a little bit more with like why they chose to get him out of prison and that whole thing of bringing him into the mix. I don't know if it was fully earned, but I feel like it worked well enough. And then just with the Flag Smasher thing, I feel like they ended up being kind of generic. They were pretty interesting the first few episodes, and I was expecting to get more of them, but we really only get like so much more with them. I didn't feel like they were compelling enough villains, and they weren't. They also just like they didn't feel as much like villains. You know, they felt more as just the antagonist. So yeah, I feel like other than that though, like you said with the main characters, everything was done very well, and I like how the show ended up being more of a character development based show more than just a traditional Marvel thing. I didn't expect it to be so character based, but I really appreciated that, and I thought it was very, very compelling. And just seeing Sam evolve into coming Captain America, you know, that core storyline worked so well, and I feel like it was all earned incredibly well. And I'm just excited to see him as Captain America in the future. And I really loved his suit. The suit reveal in the finale was awesome. And yeah, so overall, I'm if I'd put a number on it, I'm probably gonna give it like a 8 out of 10, like you. I thought it was very good. And I'm looking forward to just see how the future goes with these characters, because I think there's still a lot you could do with these characters. You know, they're certainly not done. Obviously, Sam, but Bucky as well. I think there's still a lot of great storytelling to do with him. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you didn't end up watching it for whatever reason, seriously, you got to watch it. And I actually might go back and binge it all as one thing at some point, just to see it as kind of one story. But yeah, so that's kind of our overall thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier as a whole. Great show. Excited for the future of those characters and excited for what Marvel's got coming. So we'll be talking about Loki coming this summer. When's that first episode drop? Early, like first week of June?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we're both eagerly anticipating Loki. I think that could be a very interesting time traveling story, and maybe even tied to some of the multiverse stuff that's going on.
June 11th.
Okay, June 11th. Gotcha.
So second week.
So look forward to us talking about that in the future in the podcast. But that's kind of our overall season thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And yeah, so moving right along.